Hey, Capricorn, how are you? It's really good to be speaking with you. I've been waiting to do your reading. It's a beautiful month in February. For all the new folks, welcome. Lots of links below. COVID-19 special price readings still in force. There's a new reading for expectant parents so that you can talk to the soul that's incarnating through you. Go take a look at that. They're really beautiful. I'm very excited to be offering that. And the next session of Nada Yoga Quantum Meditation using a specific type of vibration. Let's see that instrument back there? That's my tambura. So we gather once a week. We do 8-week sessions. I'm going to be picking a date soon. I think maybe in the energy of the new moon that's coming, which will also be as powerful as this Leo full moon that happens tomorrow. Today's the 27th. Let's jump into it. Let's look at the oracle cards. Capricorn, as you know, I hope you know, you are the sea goat. That was the ancient, thank you, Spirit, the ancient, my guides are calling nomenclature to understand your energy. And look, the ancient ones are with you. Do you see the numeral 1? For all of us, this month is a brand new start. We're leaping into the energy that is going to rule and guide us in 2021. So we're having this giant culmination with fire energy, Leo. While we have Uranus in conjunction with Jupiter and Saturn, Mercury's going into retrograde. We're going to review the past year one more time, and then we're going to leap forward. So your ancient guides are here. You've been traveling with Pluto. You still travel with Pluto. It's going to be a few more years, but not many. You are definitely past the point of all the massive destruction. You are still going to experience the challenges of carrying Pluto, but Pluto is the destroyer and the regenerator. So we're moving into this energy, all of us together. Your ancient light codes, your identity. This is about the shaman of old who escaped the tyranny of time and were able to travel free of time through the universe. So the question arises, who were you in the ancient times, 10,000 years ago? And in this moment when you are so deeply shamanic because you've been carrying Pluto, you've gained a massive amount of essential knowledge, my guides are saying, and it's in the cards, you'll see. So who are you going to be 10,000 years from now? Time to start pondering that. While you have Pluto still in your first house over the next couple years, and really the process, this part of the process of regeneration starting now, because the universe is going to vaporize 2020 for us. Those energies are going to be done. Are we still going to have challenges? Of course. But we're moving on. So it's time for you to set your course of your soul destination. You can make that intention now while you're here. Go straight for it. It's interesting that this came up. It kept popping up as I was shuffling, kept pushing it in, and pop up, and finally I just said, oh, okay, that's what you want. This came out for Cancer. So since you are the sea goat, I think it might be a fun adventure to go look at the Cancer reading, okay? Prairie dog holds the energy of seeing. Yeah, you know how they pop out of their, my guides called it their vestibule, and they stand up and they just look? And they look, you know, they have a certain kind of vision because they have to feed themselves and do their daily adventures without becoming prey to something else. That's the adventure you've been having. It's been hard, my darlings. I know, because I see it in the cards. The alternate side, my guys are saying, the flip side of that energy is that. That's the rune for wholeness. Seriously, okay? So there is a lightning strike that is coming. Prairie dog also signifies going into the sacred passageway, kind of like a wormhole out into the universe, into the ancient ones, where they reside. The way they are with you, have been with you, have caused you to be ready for this journey that you've taken on. So you are going to go very deep into the mind of the universe. And when we come through February, you're going to be on yet again another very solid foundation with sacred knowledge. So you're going to go get it. And what my guides are talking about is While you go through this month, which promises to be very tumultuous for many of us, allow yourself to be light. Exhale the challenges, if at all possible. Release them. Cleanse your energy. Allow yourself to be light as a feather. As some of you are going to be falling in love. This is from the journey of love. It's about the process that happens when you meet another individual and you feel that flutter and something happens and you become light and your energy does this and you make yourself available by falling into that situation as light as a feather, free from any baggage, all that stuff. So that's the process that's available to you and your loved one, because I see it in the cards. Here is the first card that indicates the theme that my guides want to speak about this month. Do you see yourself? The woman of knowledge. Those are all the things that have passed away. That's a gravestone. And all the trials and tribulations, all the things that you've been through. Do you see the light coming through now? And the blonde hair indicates, lightness of being around the head. The feather icon, my guides are saying. All those things that passed away from you. Sometimes, in some cases, literal individuals that have passed away from the presence around your being, my guides. There must be somebody out there who suffered a loss, maybe multiples, because we see this beautiful woman, the feminine part of your energy, harvesting from that loss herbs and flowers for healing. Elder flowers. See the little yellow flowers? Those have been used for healing for centuries. So you know what? If you live near a co-op or you can order it online, get some elderflower tea and just drink it. Have a cup once a day as we go through February. There's a lot of light coming in now, piercing the clouds, okay? That's what's going on. So my guides want to talk to you about the type of healing that you're going to experience. And because we have Uranus in the mix, go look at the links about the astrology. My guides are talking about. There's information there they want you to hear, okay? That's you standing in the full light of your power. That's a sun card. Look at you. You've been through your transformation. You've been through it all, Capricorn. And there you are, post-transformation, your male energy, your power to move forward. The sun indicates individuation of power. And you're standing in this very sacred place. So in this deck, the sun card is the protector of sacred lore. That's what you have in your being at this point. Because you don't put up with any variance. My guides are saying variance. And they're just talking about your ability to have ethics and forward motion and what you require in your life. So this month, take the healing that's available to you. I think you're really going to get to, at least energetically, emotionally, psychologically, have the ability to wash your slate. Go to the temple. In whatever way you do that, that's the high priestess. She is the guardian of truth and the guardian of the sacred gateway into the sacred feminine energy of the universe. It's really beautiful. So you're going to go have an audience. My guides call her the queen. You're going to go to the temple and have an audience. It's available to you this month on a spiritual basis. And when you know yourself to be of this, my guides are saying, the king of knowledge, new growth, continued transformation, abundance. There's a certain type of self-happiness. My guides just said self-considered, calm, happiness about yourself and your being and your trajectory. This is about a common man who rose to be the king. Do you see how he holds his cup? There's always a pig on the spit. He looks almost as if he's in a trance, and he's got that smile on his face. He knows that what he's been through has been for his benefit, and he might be a little bit amazed about how the process came forward. So while you sit, okay, so you're going to go into the temple, you're going to have the audience with the high priestess, and then, actually it's this way, and then when you are in this place, light as a feather, understanding your being and your trajectory, while you're sitting there like that, here's what's going to happen. Look, it's a moment of real transformation, allowing your energy to come into this beautiful state of alchemical magic. That's the alchemist, the mingler of energy. See the moon energy in the portal there? So, you know, if you're, my guides are saying, if you're the type of being that does ceremonies, or, you know, even if you just light a candle on the day of the full, yeah, I'm getting very choked up. Okay, so there's a lot of confirmation coming through about this. On the day of the full moon, or in the energy of the full moon in Leo, take the moment, light a candle at minimum. Let it burn all day if you can. You know, if you have to go out to work or whatever, put it on a plate so it doesn't start a fire in your house. Let it burn in your chamber, my guides are saying. Your light, your healing. Ooh. Hang on. Your passage. Allow your flame to burn on the day when the universe is releasing the past, so that you can reorder, you can accept this awakening energy of Uranus conjunct Jupiter and Saturn. There's a lot. It's going to be an intense month. Each star sign has its purpose. It is for your own sake. But because you are a star seed energy, your quantum energy adds to all the energies, the light codes that are meant to be turned on here in this place because of your travel, and you affect the outcome of the entire planet. Don't ever doubt that. So take care of yourself. Be exceedingly kind. Allow yourself to release the past. Prepare for the new moon that's coming in a couple weeks. Look, see it, you being released from your past? Look, that's the 8 of Swords, the elopement of battle. It's the moment when you let go of the anxiety, because there's nothing holding you hostage except this. What you can imagine for yourself, how you think your life is going. What is it that holds you back? Nothing but you. All you have to do is take the blindfold off so that you can see. And then you untie your hands and you pull the swords out. And maybe you put them in your quiver, my guides are saying, and you walk. Okay? It's over now. It's going to be over. And because of this journey, you, as a soul being, and my guides are talking about your star sign. We're talking about your destiny. There you are, Capricorn. That's the card that represents Virgo as major arcana. Okay, the Hermit. And many of you have been a hermit through these days. Most of us are sequestered in some way, or we should be, right? You might have to go to work. I know you have to go to the grocery store, but generally speaking, I had a dream about this last night, actually. And it was about us coming into our maturity around the issue of COVID and our behavior, because look what's happening. And it's because people just don't want to mask up and stay home. I mean, it's just time to grow up, right? Be an adult, take the action that is meant to be taken, find your coping skill. That's what the dream was about. Very interesting. So I think we're all collectively crossing the bridge, because it's gotten to the point now where it's literally destroying us in huge numbers. So this is about coming into your maturity, your wisdom time. The sacred seer, the counselor of truth. You're going to be able to, if you don't already, you're going to be able to trust yourself because of everything and all the wisdom that you've gained from within yourself. You're going to be able to pull on that wisdom because you've done the process and you now are embodied with this kind of wisdom. The light that you will be able to access and utilize in this full moon coming tomorrow, and for the minimum the 6 months coming forward, you will be able to draw upon that as your lantern to be able to look deep and see what is meant to be known and what the truth is. I love that. And following that on a soul level, look, Capricorn, love anybody? Look, just so you know, illuminated love, perhaps either a brand new love journey that's really kind of making you feel this lightness of being. I really like this for you. Write me some messages, tell me what's going on. There may be somebody new. This is the courtship of skill. It's that moment where you're standing on the cliff overlooking the harbor and you're watching your ship come in. You're feeling it. I think some of you have a new lover and it's making you feel the lightness of your being. Thank you, Spirit. It's new. You've decided to take a step with somebody. Courtship. Passionate courtship. You're feeling real good about it. And you know what? Look, that's you. See that? Wow, Capricorn, gorgeous. So a new journey perhaps, or a new step in an already established journey. We don't know what's going to happen. They're looking at each other furtively, but they know that they're bonded and connected. And they're just kind of going, well, okay, let's get on the love element, the water element of my sea goat existence and go discover what's in those cups. The cups of love, the cups of potential, possibility, because of the way you are connected. Because you have gotten through to this part of your nature. You understand something about love, maybe that you didn't understand before. You can trust yourself now. It's fantabulous. That journey is very fruitful, the sacred bowl. It's going to change you. You've been working really hard for a long time. This is the 8 of Pentacles. It's about putting in enough effort over time to reach a state of mastery. And because on the soul level of this particular reading in this particular month, with all the awakening and all the things that are going on, it's going to be a tumultuous month. Earthquakes, volcanoes, it's that intense. It's the use of the Pluto energy in your sign to finish the destruction. And I think you're going to be relieved. You know, when you have a big project that you're working on, you finally finish it, and you just feel so good. Partly because it's done, and partly it's a sense of accomplishment. And just you're free. I like it. I think you are free to love in a way that's new for you. And you're going to be brave enough to join hands with somebody and go on that journey. And you're going to reach mastery in your personal life, in your love life. There's a lot of change coming, a lot of work to do, but you've done it because it's the outcome card. And guess what? Because of that, look, the Knight of Wands, the most passionate card in the deck. You're feeling very passionate about somebody and about your new adventure. He's got his magic in his hands. He's feeding his horse some magic mushrooms, perhaps. Saddlebags are packed. Knight of Wands, he's ready. He waits for inspiration from the universe. And when it comes, perhaps it's inspiration in love, he doesn't hesitate at all. He goes straight for it. And whoever is showing up in your life, you're feeling very passionate about that person. The passion is about to take its adventure. And it's going to bring you into a new place in your own life because the moment has come when healing arrives for you. I love this. Beautiful Capricorn. Let's pick from the runes for you. Spirit, can we have one more piece of advice? A knowing. They're calling it a knowing for Capricorn. Yeah. Capricorn, I love you guys so much, guys and girls. Look, that's the rune for joy. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to read it to you from the book because I think there's some words in there that might be helpful to some of you. I know you understand the general concept, but let's see what the book taught. I think it has words about flowing into your new existence. And if that's the case, I want to read it to you. If you got to head out, thank you for being here. Hang on. There we go. Okay, this is the, yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Gosh, my guides are so smart. This is about light returning to your life. It is the rune Wunjo. It indicates the joy of the lightness of being. So this rune is the fruit-bearing branch. The term of difficulty has ended and you have come to yourself in some regard. The shift that was due has occurred. And now you can freely receive Wunjo's blessings, whether they are material, emotional, or in a heightened sense of your own well-being. Yes, thank you, Spirit. This is an alchemical moment in which understanding is transmuted from knowledge. That's why they always want me to read from the book, because it's in the cards. But this just sort of it often just sort of brings it all together and reinforces the message. The knowledge itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition. And now you can rejoice, having been carried across the gap by the will of heaven. Holy cow. So joyousness accompanies this new energy, energy that was blocked before now. And light pierces the clouds. Look at this. Wow, Spirit, thank you. See that? Lovely. This light touches the waters just as something lovely emerges from the depths. Love this. Please write and tell me about your love story. I want to hear it. There is a new clarity which may call for you to renounce existing plans, ambitions, or goals, and it is proper and timely for you to do so because Wunjo is a rune of restoration. The self properly aligned with the self. It's lovely. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Capricorn, for everything you're doing in your own life, for being ethical, for staying true to this journey, despite the pressure, and for your ability to take the journey that affects all of us. My guides are talking about your energy. Look back at some of the readings over the last couple of years. Just hop, skip, go to my website and just look. Refresh your memory about your journey, okay? And you'll understand this reading much more deeply. So, Capricorn, thank you so much for being here and spending a little time with me. I really appreciate it. And Goddess willing, as I always say, I'll be here to say some more words next month. Thank you, Capricorn.